Oh my gosh, an evil house. So it used you guys. Oh my God. I am so sorry that happened. That is totally creepy. Thank you for sharing that. Really appreciate that. That is, wow. So there you go. So the house itself would make you sick and make you do things that you never normally wouldn't do. Wow. I wonder if it's sitting empty now. Wouldn't it be interesting to have somebody come in, like Amy, come in and see what's going on in that house? Wouldn't that be interesting? Have you ever thought of that, Michelle? To have somebody come in, Amy Allen, to come in and see what was going on in that house? Amy Allen? That would be really interesting, I think, to find out what exactly is going on. If it's sitting empty, kind of a perfect time for that. Wow, you've been through some stuff. My gosh, you and your family. That's sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. That your mom never really recovered totally. That's sad. I'm sorry. Just goes to show what can happen. Evil itself apparently resides there and feeds off people. Wow, that's just downright totally creepy stuff. Totally creepy stuff. Yeah, it would be interesting. The house used to be in a different. Oh, wow! A guy committed suicide in the house. Wow. Well, if he's not a happy camper, he may be stealing your guys' energy and happiness. Suck the life right out of you, basically. That would be interesting to have somebody like Amy Allen come in and do the house. Oh, I have something to ask you guys later, too, when we're close to the end here. So, oh my God, it's over 100 years old. Yeah, makes you wonder what happened there to make this house this way. I have heard of, places like that or dwellings, houses, apartments even that have done that. But this is the first time I've known anybody personally. Wow. What did they move the house to there? They actually moved the whole house. Be interesting to find out where it was to begin with and what happened there. Why was it moved? And that's really interesting stuff. Wow. Michelle, you have been through some stuff, girl. Wowee. Yes, very fortunate. I agree with Valerie. Very fortunate. But that's what they do though. Amy Allen and her buddy there. That's what they do, and they might just come out and do that. That would be something to see. And I have a deal for you, Michelle. I'll talk about it later. So that's just. Oh, the railroad. But I wonder what happened. If anything happened there in Texas, then. That you don't know about. That's creepy. I can't imagine. Yeah, she is very fortunate. Her whole family is very fortunate. Unfortunate things did happen though, and it can, it basically almost destroyed you guys. That just gives me chills. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But if it's just sitting there for the real estate or whoever would probably go along with that. That'd be interesting. I don't blame you. I wouldn't go near it either. Absolutely not. But wow, no, that's awful that you guys had to go through that. Could have just about destroyed people. That's not a good thing. Probably should have it exercised or something. Wow. Getting back to, wow, I'm just intrigued with that. I really am. And thank you so much for sharing that. That had to be horrendous at the time. I mean, I can't even imagine. Yes, they do. Absolutely. That's right. Absolutely right. Unsettled souls have tremendous power. Yes, they do. They can. And we're going to get into that a little bit next week, like astral traveling. And falling dreams and things like that. Why does that happen? and get into dreams a little bit, dream catchers and things like that. We'll get into that more next week. And then after that, a week later, I'm going to have my guest on. We're going to go talk about Reikis, and auras and tarot cards and all kinds of fun stuff like that. That'll be a fun show. So anyway, I'm so sorry, Michelle. I feel so bad. You didn't have to tell us, but thank you so much. I can't even imagine anything like that. I really can't. Yeah, there's a reason, Michelle. Tell you the truth, my home used to be what they used to call plant housing, work housing. And there were, one story, a couple rooms, that's it. Well, my ex here had the addition put on, but he bought it. It was a church part that was for sale, and he bought it to add on to the house as a second story. And of course, being a church, you had funerals and stuff in the basement, okay, in the bottom part of the thing. And to this day, absolutely. But that just exasperated the problems. Thank God you're not sick. Absolutely. Yeah, you were having problems, but it might have just fed on that and exasperated it, and just made it worse than it could have been. That's just, thank God nobody died or anything. That would have been totally tragic. It was tragic anyway as to what it was doing to you guys. That's horrible. But the second story was from a church, and he added it on. But that part of the house, of course, my daughter's seen things. I have seen things. You ever have that feeling you're in the hallway and you just better run to your room before it gets you? Yeah, several times. Something did follow her home one night. Just weird things, and just strange. And some nights, it doesn't even occur to you that anything's there. But I believe there are souls that are still here somewhere. Yeah. And we're going to talk about those light bulbs going out and stuff. So I have to get a hold of DJ Broadcasting for that. So, yeah, wow. Yeah, it was the original lumber. I had to catch the words. It has not been redone yet. That is the only part that hasn't been redone, is that side. So, yeah, it was the same lumber. He tore it down and put it back up. Same lumber. At the time, this was like in 1980, before me. But anyway, yeah, it was the same materials from the church. So, same lumber. And it has not been redone yet. So, yeah, I think it's retaining a lot. I really do. I'd wake up sometimes and my daughter would be, laying at the end of the bed sleeping because she would sleep in her room. And I can't say I blame her sometimes. But yeah, I think that can happen. Yeah, that's original material. So that part I know. Yeah, that's true too. It hasn't been redone yet. But when it was put up and stuff, yeah, that could bring them out for sure. Yeah, that's what they say. It enhances the activity. So, excuse me. But it's all the same lumber that was originally in it. So, it probably retained a lot of things. Okay, so crystal energy can assist you in any area of your life. You need some of these, Michelle. You need crystals. But again, a crystal will find you, or a stone will find you. You do not pick it. It will pick you. Of course, we went through the movement in the Earth's core and how, after extreme pressure for millions of years, these deposits become compressed and forming crystals and rock. Many ancient cultures believe that stones contained a life force and used them to conduct rituals and for healing. So there you go. That stones contain a life force. So I would think the same would be for any material, porous material, you think? It is believed the lost city of Atlantis used crystal power extensively. Stones have also played an integral role in various religions, and of course the most ancient jewelry. And the Egyptians engraved an eye of lapis lazuli, symbolizing Ra, the sun god, and the Cherokee Indians crystal is a sacred stone for healing. Yeah, wouldn't it be though? Yeah, life would be boring. Very true. Um, very true. If I wasn't, I just got interested in that a long time ago. Uh, I remember a very dark shadow person in my mom's home. It was a closet. And I always made sure, try to remember to close that closet door, because if I didn't, I would wake up and see this huge, shadow person coming out of the closet and coming towards me, and then I hide under the covers. But I hate that closet to this day. When I go see my dad, I make sure that closet is closed, believe me. So, yeah, it's just weird things. Yeah, it would be boring, wouldn't it? We wouldn't have anything to talk about either. But it's not necessary for a person to possess special abilities to work with crystals. All you need is the intention and the desire to perform a particular type of magic. The work is done with the energy of the crystal or stone, and you are the conduit. It's seen as a connecting force between earth and ether. Crystals are used for crystal ball reading, scrying, spellcasting, and invoking. And you have to cleanse your crystals too. Yeah. Oh, it terrified the crap out of me. It used to come right towards the bed, and then I'd hide under the covers and pray it wouldn't get me. But it never really got farther than right, like in the middle of the bed type, walking up, and you have your... So, that I know of, but yeah, that used to scare the crap out of me. You have to cleanse your crystals too. They can be placed in warm water bath with a little detergent. Use a soft toothbrush to clean it well. Then place your crystals in cold water and leave for at least an hour. You remove your crystals, place them outside in the sun or inside near a window where they will receive the sun's rays. If the day is cloudy, place them inside near a window and let them dry naturally. When night falls, place the crystals outside, allowing them to absorb the moon's rays. They can be charged wherever they can be charged from the light of the moon. Yes, they do. It makes you wonder. Into some of these portals that we talk about, is there crystal? A lot of crystals there. You can attune to the energy of your crystals by touch and moving the stone from hand to hand. And after a few minutes, you will become aware of a pulsing or tingling in your hands. Really smart. Sometimes they're better than the scientists, right? Now, some people, I think, they could be scientists. They just choose not to be. But some of them, I think, are smarter than the scientists. But you can attune to your crystals or stones by, and when you're attuned to it, you'll feel the tingling in your hands or a pulsing. This is a signal of your conscious awareness of the crystal energy, and it's a bonding between you. Yeah, absolutely. You have to believe. If you don't believe, what is the point? These are not games you play, okay? Like the Ouija board, okay? Yeah, you play with that, but that is not a game to play with. Was it, Lori? Ooh, poltergeist stuff. Like poltergeist. Ooh, that's creepy. Yeah, you have to believe. Don't play with this stuff if you don't believe. It's not for that. Even a Ouija board, yeah, you may think it's fun and games, but, take it seriously. Because you can leave something open or bring something in. You have no clue what you're doing. So please don't do that, okay? Like poltergeist, Lori. That was creepy, with the coffins and stuff. Ooh, that was creepy. With the crystals and stones, you have energy and tension. And each crystal has a pre-programmed energy for you to work with.